Hello, welcome to Spellbound Homestead. My name is Taylor. This is where Laura Eagles meets Morticia Adams, and I'm so glad that you are here. Today we are going to be talking about my Halloween 2024 wish list. I did this video last year and it was a lot of fun to get excited and get some ideas about the things I'm going to be looking for or creating during the spooky season. As you know, and I've shared in a previous video, which all that will be linked down in the description, about how I plan on being more intentional and more conscientious of the things that I'm purchasing this year. And so I came up with a list that helped me stick with my budget and to also remind me of the things that I'm actually wanting to get to add to my collection to this year. So I thought I would share it with you, and I would love if you would share down in the comments below some of the things that you are excited for or what are on your ultimate wish list. So go ahead and grab your cup of coffee, tea, or beverage of choice, and let's chat about it. This year I have added 5 things to my wish list. As you know, one of my goals this year was to be more budget friendly and to also shop small. So the first thing on my list is an art print by Art of Stephanie May. She has an Etsy shop as well as an Instagram page, and her artwork is so beautiful and magical, and I would love to add a piece of her work to my collection. I particularly love her witch prints, and this is something that I would love to add to possibly my gallery wall behind me, and so I would love to add one of her art prints to my collection. That I want to add to my list is something practical magic themed or practical magic adjacent. That is one of my favorite movies and is something that me and my family love, particularly with my daughters, and so I would love to add something that was practical magic into my collection. Maybe not so much in your face practical magic, but something that is inspired by them, or just like a little hint or a nod to it. And if you have any ideas or any makers that are in that sort of theme or market, please feel free to leave that down in the comments. I'm thinking something like an art print of the Practical Magic house, which is the ultimate dream house in my opinion. And so I would thought about something like that, maybe an art print of the house itself or anything like that. So yes, the second thing on my list is something practical magic themed or practical magic adjacent. Number 3 is a Joanna Parker piece. I did find some dish towels, I believe, last year from TJ Maxx or Joanna Parker, as well as a tablecloth, but I would love to have like a figurine of Joanna Parker's. I love the folk sort of Halloween vibes that it gives, and also kind of gives that vintage Halloween 1930s and 40s vibes in my opinion, and so I would love to add something like that to my collection this year. And the pieces are a little pricey, which goes back to my quality over quantity. So I would love to focus more on purchasing something that is a little bit better quality and nicer piece than just getting a bunch of little bits and bobs that I probably don't need anyway. 4 is a cozy Halloween or fall murder mystery book. I typically don't buy a lot of books, just as a general rule for myself. I do purchase a lot of books for my children, but I would love to invest in a really good quality cozy fall or fall Halloween murder mystery. Those are my favorite to read, especially in the fall time. So if you have any suggestions, please leave those down in the comments. But I would love to have a cozy fall or a cozy Halloween book to my collection this year. 5, and probably the most expensive item on my wish list this year, is to add to my spooky bag collection. This is something that has become sort of a tradition for me, is to get a spooky bag for my birthday. My birthday's in September, and so it's just the perfect time leading up to it. I typically am able to get it on sale for Labor Day. The Creature from the Black Lagoon or Gilman type bag, and I also have the Frankenstein's monster bag, which I love. And so this year I would love to add to my spooky bag collection maybe a pumpkin one this year. I don't have anything pumpkin, and so I would like to maybe do that this year, is add to my spooky bag collection. So that is it for my wish list this year. I kept it very simple. I try to keep it budget friendly, and I try to keep it to where I was shopping small as much as possible. And so that's just something that I've been trying to keep in the back of my mind as I go into the season, which is quality over quantity and sticking to a budget. And I feel like these things are things I would get a lot of use out of, especially throughout the year, and something that I would actually really enjoy having, instead of just buying a bunch of little things that start to collect clutter over time and just be more conscientious about buying quality over quantity. And so this is the list that I came up with. It's really fun to sit and think about the things that we would like to have, although we do not need any of these things to celebrate Halloween. As you know, it's not about the things that we have, but the Halloween spirit that we carry throughout the year. But it is fun to imagine and dream up some of the things that we'd like to add to our collections. So if you would like to share with me some of the things on your Halloween wish list for this year, please feel free to leave those down in the comments so we can chat about it and swap ideas. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have a magical day.